Hey everyone, I'm Jenny Clary and I'm your transformational nutrition coach. And today I wanted to talk about bold and being bold and this boldness, what it will do for you and how it will transform your life and how this is core to getting the body you crave, okay? So check it out. This is Jeff Bezos and the Age of Amazon. It's by Brad Stone. It's covering, the everything store. Who doesn't know about Amazon? If you're not in the US especially. Maybe not. But anyways, so I'm pulling this gold nugget that was shared from Jeff Bezos. So I'm all about learning from others and, stimulating all of that information, And so this is from Fever Dreams. And Bezos used that word a lot, bold. We will make bold rather than timid investment decisions where we see a sufficient probability of gaining market leadership advantages, they wrote. Some of these investments will pay off, others will not. And we will have learned another valuable lesson in either case. The letter also stated that the company would make decisions based on long-term prospects of boosting free cash flow and growing market share rather than on short-term profitability. And one section in particular served as a guidepost for the unorthodox way the company planned to approach Wall Street. So I wanted to tap on some key notes there. Obviously, to make more bold decision versus timid, like how often are we making timid decisions versus bold decisions? So I want that to be narrowed down next time when you're trying to come to a conclusion about something and make a decision or do something and just being like, is this a bold move or am I being timid? Because a lot of times fears is there and it's making us choose the timid decision instead of being who we need to be in our authentic self and taking that bold decision. And I ain't judging. I feel you. I'm working on this too because there's a lot of times I've been taking my timid decisions and I'm staying in my safe zone, right? But it's not doing us any good, right? I talked about how pain is temporary, that link down below, and how if we quit, we will have this lasting pain of not completing what we know we need to do in life, okay? And I know he talks about investment decisions, and you might automatically just think, oh, money, type of thing. But investment is really just anything, right? It can be your health, it can be wealth, it could be spirituality. So implying investment in a broader term. And I want you to look back at some of the decisions you make, and do you really look out of it as, either way, when I invest in this decision or make this decision, if I lose or win, it's a learned lesson. And this is the key difference between successful people that's written in books everywhere. It's saying this is the main difference because most people, when we fail, we see it as failure and we just stop and we're like, oh, that's the end of that, right? Versus other people, the successful people, the 1% of people who are kicking ass and who you want to learn from, they see failure as an experiment. And they're like, all right, I learned this, and that. Let's do it again, right? So really, that's another gold nugget. Within this paragraph, there's so much to digest. The third one is also, that he focuses on long-term prospects of boosting free flow cash rather than short-term profitability. And how many times, even in our health, are we searching for the short-term results? I can't talk today. Taking that pill, the easy way, quote unquote, the easy way of doing things, and it doesn't really work pretty much all the time, right? And then we wonder, why isn't our health working and all this other stuff, because we took the easy shortcut, and it's not giving us the true, real results. And it's because you need to focus on long term, right? So leaving that BS behind, those, magic snake oil potions or whatever the hell they're trying to sell you is not going to solve what you're really, truly craving, okay? The body you crave is not going to be solved by short-term investments, okay? You need to invest in the long term. All of these successful people, I don't care. I know I'm talking about people who focus on money, but this concept can be applied to all areas. And when you have the long-term mindset, you stay healthy for the long term, okay? Because all of those other things only work for the short term. So really focusing on those things, So I'm going to go over it again, these 3 things from this paragraph that Bezos is sharing, that he was able to have Amazon become the everything store, which many people told him to quit thousands of times. I bet even more than that, right? So 1, be bold. Make bold decisions, not timid decisions. 2, think about, each failed, adventure that you take or path or decision as learned lessons. This is not something where you're just sulking in and being like, dissect it, find the nuggets that there are, I can't even think right now, that are the learned lessons, okay? So it's always, always there. Number 3 is always think long term, not short term, okay? You're not going to get through the setbacks and all the other stuff if you just focus on short term. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you, check in with yourself, because a lot of times, even though I know this knowledge, a lot of us know a lot of knowledge, the difference is actually acting on it and doing it, So today, start to think and reflect, because a lot of times some people are against, I don't have time to reflect. I got things to do, Well, if you don't reflect, you're not going to be able to really act on it, because you're not going to be really aware of how vital and crucial the situation is, and that you actually do need to act and change, right? So reflect with yourself, go through these 3 areas and see how, something recent, a goal that you wanted to do, whether in health or something else, maybe when you go through those reflections, you realize, oh, wow, I wasn't being bold. I was being short-termed, and when I did fail, I saw it as a failure instead of learning from that experiment and, seeing it as a lesson learned and rehashing it out again, I promise most of the time you're going to say no to all of those questions. And that is where you can succeed again, because now you're asking those questions and you're being the experimenter and going through the scientist mode. Got to be a scientist in life, okay? I don't care if you don't have a degree in science. We're all scientists. It's easy to be a scientist. Okay, so I would love to hear down below you going through those questions and what answers you got. If you have any other questions, of course, you can ask them down below or email me at connect@jennyclary.net. Also, please like this video if you got some gold nuggets out of it, and share this video and subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to join into the community of the fulfilled life and learn how through mind, body, and spirit this is easily attained, okay? Also, I love to end that, please don't be so mean and rude to yourself. You guys are amazing beings. Like I said, when we hit the failed notes, a lot of times we're just like, oh my gosh, you're so stupid. You're so retarded. I can't stand you. We talk like that to ourselves. So catch it. That's not cool. You would never talk to a friend like that, okay? So I love you guys, and take care, and, find all the links down below if you want to find out more about the book a day. Bye.